bad, family. So these are Q&A questions for Nuwaubians. These are common questions that all Nuwaubians may be asked and should be able to answer with ease, as far as when individuals who you are propagating to want to know about, Nuwaubu and Nuwaubians. So let's get straight into it. What is a Nuwaubian? Answer. Nuwaubian is the racial, spiritual, ethnic identity of those who claim their original descendancy from ancient Nubian civilization that ruled over an empire stretching at its heights across the northeast corner of the continent of Africa, but now reside in the diaspora of Africa as a result of the transatlantic slave trade. Also, a Nuwaubian is also one who follows the spiritual science of Nuwaubu. So between these two answers A and answers B, answer A basically outlines that Nuwaubian is a racial, spiritual, ethnic identity, and that we are descendants of the ancient Nubian civilization. And it also incorporates how the empire stretched at its heights, when it was flourishing across the northeast African corner of the continent of Africa. What does Nuwaubian mean? Answer. Nuwaubian means non-ether being. Where does the where does the word Nuwaubian come from? Answer. The word Nuwaubian comes from the Nubian root word nub, which forms the word nupu or nubu. There's an interchangeable B and P. When we say nupu with the P, we're using the English version of the word. When we say nubu with the B, we're using the Nuwaubic version of the word, which means non-ether, which gives the word Nuwaubian the meaning non-ether being. Answer B. Nub by itself means of color inclining to black or brown, which describes the hues of the black race, giving the word Nuwaubian its racial aspect. Answer C. Nupu and Nubu describes the spiritual origin, making the word Nuwaubian a racial, spiritual, ethnic identity. How does the word Nuwaubian represent an ethnic origin? Ethnic represents a small amount of a race in a particular place, usually outside of their native homeland. So when you say an ethnic group, you're saying that there is a small population of an overall race that's located in a place, in most cases, is not located where the race actually originates. Question 4. What is Nuwaubu? Answer. Nuwaubu is a spiritual science. Also, it is a disciplined philosophical way of life. What is a spiritual science? Answer. A spiritual science is the study of the sources of human knowledge and human values. Is Nuwaubu a religion? No. Nuwaubu is a disciplined philosophical way of life. What is a disciplined philosophical way of life? Answer. A disciplined philosophical way of life is a way of life that is based on the practice of training oneself to exercise strict control over one's emotions, thoughts, words, and conduct, so that one develops conscious awareness and conscious moral judgment. Is Nuwaubian an organization? No, it's a racial, spiritual, ethnic identity. What does Nuwaubu mean? Nuwaubu means right knowledge, right wisdom, right understanding, which leads one to develop sound right reasoning, which develop one's conduct to be sound right action. What is right knowledge? Answer. Right knowledge is information based on the facts, which helps one to develop right thinking. What is right wisdom? Answer. Right wisdom is knowing how and when to use right knowledge, the facts, which helps one develop proper judgment. What is right overstanding? Right overstanding is the unity of right knowledge, the facts, and right wisdom, proper judgment, which develops the capacity and capability to correctly demonstrate comprehension. Therefore, right overstanding is the correct demonstration of comprehension. What is right reason or right reasoning? Answer. Right reasoning is the ability to draw the correct conclusions based on right knowledge, the facts, which develops one's capacity and capability to provide logically valid proofs and justifications. What is right action? Right action is what is developed by the practice of right knowledge, right wisdom, right understanding as one's habits, which develops proper conduct. What is the imperial order? Answer. The imperial order is the new umbrella term used to refer to a group of Nuwaubians who have united together to form a Nuwaubian sisterhood and brotherhood that advocates the social expansion and economic empowerment of the Nuwaubian culture and language. Why was this order named the imperial order? Answer. Imperial is used to mean royal or superior being, that the black race are given the genetic makeup of a god race called the Anunnaki. And the word order is used to mean a society which lives according to the same cultural regulations and discipline and have taken a declaration to do so. Therefore, imperial order means a society of royals. So what I want y'all to do is study this PowerPoint. These are just basic questions and answers. If a person is asking you, hey, what is a Nuwaubian? Why do you call yourself Nuwaubian? What does it mean? Where does it come from? Where does the word Nuwaubu come from? What does Nuwaubu mean? What is Nuwaubu? Are y'all an organization? And so on and so forth. I think that this is the beginning stages of being able to propagate the information in a clear, concise, and comprehensive way so that we get the message out of who we are, what we are, and where we come from, and what we're here to do. Wadu family.